Good afternoon. Welcome, and please remain standing and join us in singing our national anthem. Please be seated. Good afternoon, and a very warm welcome to all of you to the 2024 University of Nebraska Medical Center Spring Commencement Ceremony. I'm Dr. Jeff Gold, and I have the incredible honor of serving as the Chancellor of the University of Nebraska Medical Center. Today, we have a unique opportunity to honor the achievements and the perseverance of all of our graduates. We also recognize and support all of the love and the caring from parents, partners, children, relatives, and friends who have helped our graduates reach this milestone. We're delighted that all of you could be with us today for this celebration. This ceremony here in Norfolk symbolizes the Med Center's commitment to educating health professionals who can help alleviate the shortage of healthcare providers across our state in urban and in rural areas. As a resource to the entire state, the University of Nebraska Medical Center takes great pride in having a presence here in Norfolk, in Lincoln, in Kearney, in Omaha, and in Scotts Bluff. Hosting this ceremony here this afternoon reaffirms our unwavering commitment to the state, to the University of Nebraska, and to our 5 medical center campuses across all of our program units, regardless of geography. It's gratifying to continue this tradition and to honor our graduates here today. At this time, it is my great pleasure to introduce the members of our platform party. I ask you to please hold your applause until all have been introduced. First is Regent Timothy Clare. Second is Regent Jim Scheer. Next is Dr. H. Deli Davies, Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Dean of Graduate Studies. Dr. Dean Lapina Sharp McHenry, Dean of the College of Nursing. Dr. Angela Johnson, Assistant Dean of the College of Nursing Northern Division. Dr. Catherine Bravo, Director of the College of Nursing Undergraduate Program. Dr. Joachim Vos, Associate Dean of the College of Nursing. Dr. Kathy Tierney, Assistant Professor, College of Nursing Northern Division. By the way, we're in the Northern Division in case friends are wondering. Ms. Lisa Walters, Clinical Associate Professor of the College of Nursing in the Northern Division, and Ms. Wendy Raymakers, Instructor in the College of Nursing. Let's thank these leaders for all that they do. Thank you. We thank all of you and welcome you, as well as all of the distinguished guests in our audience today. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce Regent Scheer to share some words of welcome. And while Regent Scheer is coming to the podium, I just want to remind all of you that the Regents are unquestionably the unsung heroes of this great statewide university system. Their selfless dedication of their time and their talent is almost endless, and their being here today is just yet another example of their commitment to each of you, our graduates, and of course, to the future of the state. Regent Scheer.
Thank you. I love this type of deal because you clap before I ever say a thing. And so the bar is low. The bar is low. I did have some prepared remarks and decided to shelve those because as I was standing around waiting to come in, I realized that it has been 48 years since my wife was in the exact location that you folks are waiting to receive your diplomas. She had a wonderful career. I will tell you, as a spouse, I was worried many times about her health, and your spouse, your family, your neighbors will worry about you as well. What you're doing is a selfless example of what a community needs help doing. I recall more than one occasion where it was very difficult for her to be able to get to the hospital to get to work in Norfolk. I remember our neighbor had to pick her up in the snowmobile and take her to the hospital because the staff that had been there had been working literally 24 hours without a break. And the roads were impassable, and they just needed anyone to get there any way they could. And that's going to be your responsibility. You've bitten off a big chunk by being here today. And I don't need to tell you, I'm sure it's probably already happened to you, but you have now become the medical professional for your family, for your friends, and for your extended family. You're going to be the first call, not a doctor, not anybody else. You're going to be the call. And it will happen, believe me. My wife is my age, and it continues to happen. My daughters will call when their kids are sick. Doesn't matter. So that is what you have forward. And by the way, those are all non-payable billing time. But I've said enough. You're wanting to get your graduation over with, but it truly is an honor for me to be here. I do appreciate the opportunity to share a few moments with you. I wish you the most success in your lifetime. I hope most of you, if you're not starting in rural America, eventually will come back to the rural area that you might have been from. It's a great place to be from. Everyone has to try something else, I understand. But just don't be afraid to come home. Thank you.
Thank you, Regent Scheer. So before presenting our degree candidates, several graduating nursing students will receive special recognition for their academic achievements. Sigma Theta Tau is an international nursing honor society, and Dr. Kathy Tierney will now present the student honorees.
So the families and friends of our graduating class understand the significance of the recognition and honor of this presentation. I'd like to tell you about Sigma Theta Tau. Sigma Theta Tau International is a professional nursing organization and the only honor society of nursing. It has 134,000 active members in more than 86 countries. Members are practicing nurses, educators, researchers, policymakers, entrepreneurs, and others. Our chapter, Gamma Pi Chapter at Large, received its Sigma Theta Tau charter in 1978. Our activities support the mission and vision of Sigma Theta Tau International. We support the professional development of nurses committed to making a difference in health worldwide by creating a global community of nurses who lead in using knowledge, scholarship, and service learning to improve the health of the world's people. I am very pleased at this time to recognize Gamma Pi Chapter at Large members who have completed academic milestones in their nursing careers. These graduates are wearing the Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Cords with their academic attire. I'd like to ask these students to please stand and be recognized. Madeline Anderson, Kyra Sophia Baptiste, Brianna Drupal, Mackenzie K. Enderlin, Roseanne Marie Graham, Callie Sky Gregory, Quintessence Indra, Gunnar Jorgensen, Magdalene Rose Keller, Mackenzie Brianne McFarland, Sage Nicole Nelson, Crystal Ann Norris, Anna Rochford, and Melanie Ann Rosso. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Thank you and congratulations. And now Dr. Angela Johnson will present the Irma Kyle Kramer Award for Academic Excellence and the Nebraska Area Health Education Center Scholars Program.
The Irma Kyle Kramer Award for Academic Excellence is given in her honor to the undergraduate nursing student on each campus with the highest grade point average. Ms. Kramer was director of both nursing service and education at the University of Nebraska College of Medicine from 1946 to 1963. She served as director of the School of Nursing from 1963 to 66 and director of continuing education until she retired in 1972. This period was a time of tremendous change in nursing education and practice. The foundations were being laid nationally for the future of professional nursing. During this time, Ms. Kramer was responsible for guiding the University of Nebraska Medical Center's nursing programs. In 1965, under her leadership, the Baccalaureate Nursing Program earned national accreditation. For her dedication to UNMC and to the field of nursing, Ms. Kramer received the Distinguished Service in Nursing Award from the UNMC College of Nursing in 1981. She will long be remembered for her many contributions to the College of Nursing. It is my pleasure to present the Irma Kyle Kramer Award to Madeline Jane Anderson. Please come forward to receive your award. Congratulations. The Nebraska Area Health Education Center program, hosted through the UNMC College of Medicine, offers the Nebraska AHEC Scholars Program. It is a competitive two-year program for health profession students who wish to gain the edge and practice health care in rural and underserved areas. AHEC scholars participate in over 80 hours of didactic and community-based training. Through this program, AHEC scholars gained a lifetime connection with health professionals in a variety of disciplines and worked as an interdisciplinary team to gain access to real-world experience beyond the classroom, preparing them to better serve the rural and underserved communities across Nebraska. Will the following student please stand and be recognized? Rose Ann Marie Graham. Congratulations, you may be seated.
Thank you, and congratulations. Ms. Lisa Walters will now present the School Health Nurse Scholars Program Awards.
UNMC participated in a pilot program with the Center for Disease Control and Prevention and the Nebraska Department of Public Health, Human Services to offer a school health nurse scholars program. 13 students from 4 UNMC campuses participated. The program was supported by a $900,000 grant. While completing their undergraduate degree, the students completed 4 additional credits in school nursing. UNMC partnered with public and parochial K-12 schools from around the state to provide on-site experiences for students. The curriculum consisted of education on the history of school nursing, acute and chronic illnesses that affect students and their learning, emergency and legal aspects of school nursing, health educational projects, and quality improvement initiatives for each school. Each student created an educational portfolio archiving their achievements. Will the following students please stand and be recognized? Kyra Sophia Baptiste, Callie Sky Gregory, Melanie Ann Rosso, Eden Elizabeth Sudbeck.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You may be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now our privilege to present the degree candidates. Dean Sharp McHenry will now present the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Science in Nursing and Doctor of Nursing Practice. Dean McHenry.
Will the candidates for degree Bachelors of Science in Nursing please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? It is now my privilege to lead the graduating nursing students in the reading of the International Pledge for Nurses. This pledge serves as a guide for our graduates in the daily conduct of their professional activities. Candidates, please read the International Pledge for Nurses aloud along with me. In full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skill and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding all confidence, all personal information entrusted to me, and refrain from any action which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the professional nurse. Chancellor Gold, these candidates qualify for the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing. They have taken the International Pledge for Nurses, which hold them to the highest ethical standards. They have been certified by the faculty of the College of Nursing. It is an honor to present them to you.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing, along with all of the rights, the privileges, and the responsibilities associated with this degree. Congratulations, and you may be seated.
Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Chancellor Gold, this candidate qualifies for the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice and has been certified by the faculty of the College of Nursing. It is an honor to present this candidate to you.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice, along with all of the rights, the privileges, and the responsibilities associated with this degree. Congratulations, and you may be seated. This is now the time for the presentation of the diplomas. Dean Sharp McHenry will present the diplomas to the recipients of the degrees Bachelor of Science in Nursing and Doctor of Nursing Practice. She'll be assisted by Dr. Catherine Bravo and Dr. Joachim, as well as Dr. Angela Johnson. who will assist with the hooding of our Doctor of Nursing Practice candidate.
Will the recipients of the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing please come forward under the direction of the Marshal? Reina Maribel Aguirre Vasquez. Madeline Jane Anderson with highest distinction. Kyra Sophia Baptiste with high distinction. Taylor Rose Bowling. Natalie Caroline Brennan. Brianna R. Drupal with high distinction. Mackenzie K. Anderlin with distinction. Rose Anne Marie Graham. Callie Sky Gregory with distinction. Ashley Alexis Hernandez. Quintessence Indra. Gunnar Jorgensen. Magdalene Rose Keller. Araceli C. Latham. Madeline Lee Lingenfelter. Mackenzie Brianne McFarland. Samuel I. Morales. Sage Nicole Nelson. Crystal Ann Norris. Abigail Danielle Raffert. Laura Helen Redler with distinction. Mallory Rembrandt. Anna Josephine Rocafort with high distinction. Melanie Ann Rosso. Sophia Lynn Sanzobrin. Kylie Ann Solberg. Grant Stone. Eden Elizabeth Sudbeck. Claire E. Thielen. Madison Grace Wilderman. Congratulations, graduates.
Will the recipient for the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice please come forward? Cassidy Horst.
Wow, what a great group. So I now ask the entire graduating class of 2024 to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, in keeping with the time-honored and centuries-old academic tradition, at this time, I now ask all of our graduates to please move the tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboard. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2024. Yes. Please be seated. All of our graduates who are here today were assisted a great deal by others. Many are the people who are gathered here in the room to share this occasion. All of you deserve recognition. So I'm going to ask those special people to please stand and ask our students, our graduates, to please hold your applause until all have been introduced. First, those of you who are the parents, the brothers, the sisters of one of our graduates, please stand. You know who you are, I'm guessing. There you go. Second, those of you who are the husbands, the wives, the partners, the children of one of our graduates, to please stand and remain standing. And next, those who are the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, or those who hold some special relationship to one of our graduates, to please also stand. All of you now standing, which is, by the way, all of you, this is the opportunity, have been much more than just spectators today. The faculty and the students, and certainly I, recognize that the consistent encouragement and the support that you have given has been invaluable. We applaud you, we acknowledge your enormous contributions to each of our graduates and to what they have and what they will accomplish in the future. Now, graduates, it's your turn to cheer, clap, and applaud these wonderful people. And don't forget, at the end of the ceremony, to tell them how much you love them and how much you appreciate them. Thank you. Please be seated. So, as many of you know, the University of Nebraska Medical Center is a very large, very diverse, and very complex organization, multiple 500-mile-wide campuses. So I would like to take this opportunity to recognize some of the very dedicated people who have made this day possible. They are the individuals, the leaders, who have spent, many years with our graduates, preparing them for lives of continued learning, dedicated study, and service to others. The individuals of whom I speak, of course, are our amazing faculty, So for those of you in the room who are our faculty, I invite you to please stand and ask our students, their families, and their friends to please join me in recognizing and thanking them for making this day possible. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to extend my sincere thanks to all of you for joining us on this special day. For me, just as it is for each of you, this day is truly special and truly inspiring. In some ways, I am also graduating, or at least in the relatively near future. But this day is your commencement day. It reminds us all that achievement of a goal, particularly a lifetime aspirational goal, achieving a professional degree, takes talent, takes time, takes tenacity, and yes, it takes perseverance. And I don't need to tell this audience about perseverance, certainly not about our graduates, because this is truly a testament to perseverance that our graduates are here and that we are able to celebrate together today, now after halfway through the 4th year, like really no others in memory. All of our graduates, your faculty, your staff, the community, have had to work extra hard under unusual and highly trying circumstances to acquire a wide range of knowledge and skills and to learn firsthand, by example, the professionalism required to get to this day. And as well, I want to underscore the perseverance, the sacrifices, and the support of your parents, partners, children, relatives, friends, and the enduring dedication of our amazing faculty, your coaches, advisors, and mentors who helped each of our graduates reach this milestone. Truly remarkable. I congratulate you and thank all of you for this opportunity. I wish to remind our graduates today that all commencements, and particularly this commencement, is one of your life's truly defining moments. It's a point of transition. It's a point of great opportunity to take new direction, and that's especially true today. I'm sure you will never forget this UNMC commencement in 2024. I'm sure, hopefully, that you'll have some great photos, and I'm also sure that you'll tell the next generation and others to come about your journey and about this day. We'll never forget this graduation and these historic times and how each of you have set and continually reset your future journey. We together will use this day to remember the long hours, the stressful twists and turns, but I hope you'll also remember the unique triumphant moments that brought you here. You will savor all that you gained and all that you learned about your chosen profession, about each other, and what you've learned about yourself. I hope you'll also remember all those that have aided and support you on your journey, and those that have struggled to make today a reality, and unfortunately, sadly, those that may have been lost or severely changed as a result of this process while you've been a student here. So graduates, my favorite part of every commencement is getting to look out and see the true joy in each of your faces, to bestow your new degrees, and to have a unique opportunity to congratulate you on your achievement. So much hope, so much promise, and it never gets old. I am so proud to be your chancellor on this day. And today's commencement events are also notable for the complexity of the times in which we live, and as such, they are rife with great opportunities and challenges, sometimes confusing, and yet more often than not, also empowering. These times only further confirm that each of you have chosen the right profession at the right time, and that you are needed, and that you have a unique opportunity to make a true and enduring difference in the world, starting today and for decades to come. That's an awesome responsibility, daunting challenge, and yet, at the same time, an incredible privilege. These times, and by example, the experiences over the last few years, drives home the message to all of us, for once and for all, of the crucial role of science, medicine, and public health. It makes clear that we need the talent, the courage, and the empathy of healthcare professionals, as well as the dedication of our research scientists, medical ethicists, and so many others. The incredible ability to partner with almost every component of our community to confront seemingly endless complex problems and to see something innovative, something helpful, something different that may have been previously missed or just assumed. The magical combination of care and caring that you will bring to all of those that you will touch. And all this starts today on your day of commencement. It starts right now with your degree in your hand. This is your day to very clearly and very firmly take a grasp of your future as you embark on the next phase of this journey. A journey of providing care, a journey of providing caring, a journey of providing healing, and most importantly, above all, a journey of providing hope. So today, for my few remaining minutes with you, and I do mean few, because I know you have other things that you want to do and celebrate, I do not wish to address your exemplary knowledge, your amazing technical skills, but I do want to talk about your newly accepted responsibilities for a few minutes. As I have repeated over and over, the phrase by which your degree is formally bestowed, and I quote, "By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska," yes, I've said that many, many times over the last decade, "I hereby confer upon you your degree along with the rights, the privileges, and the responsibilities associated with this degree." Now, I am sure that all of our graduates are very well aware of your rights and your privileges of your chosen field, but it is the unique set of responsibilities, the professional and personal responsibilities that you now have that I wish to address today. Here at UNMC for the last decade, over 30 commencement seasons, dozens and dozens of events, countless convocations and orientations, I have always closed my comments with a request, indeed with the personal plea, and I quote, "If you remember anything from today, let it be this: always take care of your profession, always take care of your colleagues, and always, always take care of yourself," end quote. So let me spend the next few minutes to provide some suggestions as to what these three highly related responsibilities entail, if you will, an outline, perhaps a recipe for responsibly addressing these areas. So first, take care of your profession. That means you need to understand the legal, regulatory, and ethical corridors. You need to embody professionalism. That means you need to maintain unique expertise. You need to maintain self-scrutiny and assessment. And you need to always maintain altruism, that is to say, putting others above self. You need to advocate for your profession, that is to say, for the education of the next generation that will succeed you. You need to advocate for meaningful research in your profession and across all of the health professions and clinical care. You need to provide access, affordable, and quality care. And we all own that. It's not just who writes the policy and who the payers are. We all own that. You need to be strong advocates for medical and scientific literacy, and above all, to be the professional that is the trusted source of truth and information. Because, as said, your family members, your friends, your loved ones, community members, and your patients will come to you for their advice. And you need to know what you know and what you don't know, and you need to know how to balance that. Second, take care of your colleagues and your teammates. Be aware of their state, their medical state, their behavioral state. You're constantly assessing each other's knowledge and skills, your colleagues and your teammates' professionalism, their willingness and ability to demonstrate continual learning in the profession. The proactive engagement and mentorship is key because you will be engaging and mentoring the next generation, and they will learn by your example. believe me. And if you have colleagues that you're concerned about, you need to be able to be proactive and responsible to engage with them. You need to understand and engage with your families, your friends, and your colleagues, and to build a future of sustainable interprofessional teams. There's no I in the word teamwork. This is all about what you will do with your colleagues in the institutions, no matter where you will work in the future. And then finally, and I would say most importantly, please take care of yourself. Find and own your why. What is your noble cause? What is your North Star? What drives you? What is it going to take to get through the hardest days and the longest nights when the things get really tough? And how are you going to be committed to lifelong learning, which is going to be critical in order to be the true professional that you are today? Competency, that's the minimum amount that our patients and families ask for. Let me tell you, when I spent 25 years taking care of little babies with heart disease, when those families would turn their infants over to me for care, they didn't want competency or proficiency. They wanted mastery. They expected the very best. And that's what your patients are going to ask of you. Competency is really the minimum standard. It is not the maximum standard. You need to take care of your medical health. And that means don't neglect screening tests and vaccinations and things. Worry about fatigue, exposure to disease. You are going to be frontline healthcare professionals. That's a great risk as well as it is a great opportunity. Please also be aware of your emotional health. Stress and burnout and anxiety are real things, and the health professions are right front line. And having spent decades of my life working on this with the national academies and many other areas in the clinician well-being, programs, these are very, very serious things. And frankly, sometimes you're just not aware of how stressed and nearly burnt out you may be. And that's why having family and friends and colleagues is so critically important. I also ask you to be aware of the fact that you're going to have to deal with failure. I mean, not every decision and not every interaction is going to be the way you want it to be. You will be there for first breaths and last breaths. And let me tell you, sometimes it doesn't happen exactly the way that it's planned. And you have to be able to deal with that, both emotionally and professionally. You have to define and live your North Star, and given the fact that it's always that it's always changing, you have to have that true meaning that in your life. So I'll just tell you a little story. Just about a year ago, I received a letter from a former patient of mine. I had actually operated on her several times, going back decades ago. I refer to myself as a nearly recovered cardiac surgeon. She was about 6 or 7 years old at the time. She had been previously operated on not only in another state but in another country and was flown in as part of a compassionate medical mission for care. She had a very complex problem. Let's just say it was a very high-risk situation. Her family understood that. And we took her to the operating room, and she had a very long and very difficult post-operative course. Nearly arrested several times. It was unclear whether she was going to recover or not. And this letter was written to me 25 years after her surgical procedure, including a picture of her 2 young children and her family, with just a note of thanks. And so included with the letter actually was her cell phone number. And so I called her, and I thanked her for writing to me. I absolutely remembered who she was because of the complexity of her course. I mean, she was literally on and off the ventilator for months in the intensive care unit. Got to know her and got to know her family really well. And so I said to her, what do you remember from those years, from that year? And she said, doctor, all I remember is that you used to come by and hold my hand. And, you would think of all the things that she would say to me, of all the things that she would remember, that was incredibly poignant, because that is the difference between care and caring. So I tell you that story. Why do I tell you that story? Because you need your own North Star. You need a story like that of that young lady, her name is Bridget, to remember when your days get tough, when the nights get long, when things don't work out the way you want them to work out. You have to have your library of memories that will be the air under your wings. Throughout your career, each of you will need to take active ownership of your personal and professional responsibilities. And sometimes it's easier or harder to do it, as these waters are rough, challenging, particularly over the last few years. During these extraordinary times, our faculty and staff, who, by the way, never signed up to be heroes, and indeed each of you probably did not knowingly sign up to be a hero. Heroes who were exhausted, afraid of their own safety, afraid of the safety of their loved ones. Individuals who steeled themselves at the start of every day and walked back again and again, day after day, into the fire of those challenges. Your faculty and your mentors do this because their professional commitment, a commitment of expertise and altruism, a commitment based upon dedication and their responsibility to their profession, to your profession. Our family of caring professionals, just as all of us who are graduating today are called to serve, to ease pain and suffering, and as the philosophers say, to improve the human condition. And now each of you are called to serve, always building on the foundation of your professional values, always knowing that there is a great team around you. In addition, at all times, I ask you to particularly remember with great humility all of the other team members, frequently unsung heroes. These are the food service workers, the public safety officials, the delivery drivers, the people who do our environmental services, our facilities professionals, the people who put food on the shelves for us, and so many others who are all critical members of the team, members upon whom we depend every hour of every day. And I hope that you have an opportunity to not only remember and recognize them, but to thank them and tell you how much you appreciate all that they will do and do every day. So, class of 2024, today you graduate, you commence with a bright spark of energy, commitment, dedication, and a fully earned set of rights, privileges, and your newly earned responsibilities. You commence today with the knowledge that you're part of one of the greatest teams ever assembled, and that we stand with you as you energize and prepare yourself for the decades ahead. I thank you for allowing us, for allowing me to share this day with you and your family, your friends, and your loved ones. I thank you for allowing us to prepare you for this amazing journey upon which you'll now embark. And I cannot think of any others, any group of future leaders who I would rather have guide us into the future. I could not be any more proud than I am today to be your chancellor, to bestow your degrees, and to wish you well on your journey. And if you remember only one thing from today, let it be this: always take care of your profession, always take care of your team, and always, always take care of yourself. Congratulations and Godspeed on your journey. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the recessional and remain standing until all of our graduates have left the auditorium. Have a wonderful evening. Congratulations again.